You were like, what the heck?
First of all, the claws are not supposed to be that thick, but I know
they're not.
They're trying to. I guess it's hard to film or how to do that on a movie, like to make the claws thin because they're not that thick. Okay.
Well, they did it pretty well in the first one.
In the first one, they did it okay, but
when he did like the ones that came out.
Yeah. Like, and then like some of the action sequences is not match. It's not good. You know, if you. And honestly, I feel sad because X-Men is one of the greatest,
the most complex,
most complex, and you could do so much with X-Men compared to the Spider-Man, Hulk, and Iron Man. You know, they're all about individuals, and that's great because you have so much focus. But if somebody could seriously succeed in portraying the X-Men that everybody's grown up to know, and all of that, and read, then that would be such a good thing because, like you said, everybody knows the X-Men story, so they should stick with something consistent with that type of history, not make something new. When X-Men came out, why did you cut Rogue's powers away? She obviously has had the powers of Miss Marvel. She's had that since. And then Mystique is not like that. She's a little bit more mysterious and witchcrafty.
She's not sexy.
Not sexy. Okay. Yeah. Like, yeah. I'm sorry. But when Wolverine is a character that's loved by a lot of people. My sister likes Wolverine. A lot of people just like Wolverine. And so you can't mess this up. And I honestly liked Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, and Spider-Man, all the Spider-Mans. And it sucks that X-Men sucks.
I think it also is,
and Wolverine.
Yeah, I think also is the fact that when they did the other movies, Iron Man and Spider-Man and them, they were all Marvel and everything, but Marvel was able to like
it was controlled by Marvel. It was
just controlled, whereas X-Men is also partly owned by Fox.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's wrong, Fox.
And I am honestly, I'm all about Marvel. I don't really like DC comics that well anyways, except for the Batman story. That's the only one I really like. Superman is okay, but to me, it's really getting old, the Superman story. But really, to me, Batman and Superman are the only ones from the DC comics that hold high. But the Batman movie has been doing really, really good. And the new ones they made up is really good. And I wish, Warner Brothers backs up DC Comics. I wish somebody would back up Marvel Studios. But, and also, Fox needs to release X-Men because Marvel needs to take over. X-Men is such a cool story to do. They should really extend it forward.
If I had the chance to direct that, I have so many different directions of where I want to go. Like, you could choose different ages. Like, you can do Age of Apocalypse or, where Cyclops is
There's
the bad
so
guy.
many different stories you can do with X-Men. You have the Age of Apocalypse. You have the Phoenix Saga.
And then you have that one with the Dark Child, the dude, the one with Onslaught.
Oh yeah, and the Onslaught. And not just that, but you have the one with so many more, Professor X. Is that the Onslaught one? Because Onslaught.
The one with the little wild child with the hair guy.
There's so many stories in X-Men that you could use, and okay, and Marvel, you guys did really well with all the other stories because you kept all that consistency from the history,
their originality.
Yeah, and you took everything away from X-Men, stripped it off, and even Wolverine's story now it's still there.
Yeah.
Let's not even look at Gambit. Come on, Gambit. No at Cajun. First, he started talking Southern,
Yeah, at first his Cajun accent was there when you first see him in the club, but then when afterwards you were like, oh, he is now Southern. What happened?
Where did that happen? And then he became like Spider-Man crawling on the walls. He doesn't do that, and he doesn't levitate.
He does not control
the cards like that. He throws it.
He can just put a kinetic for
and they didn't even use his powers. Gambit can touch anything and charge it. So he could have touched some random cell phone or anything and just charge it, and it would just explode. But he didn't do that.
No, all they gave him was, do your little, stick tricks.
And the stick thing was, I guess, okay because he was in the cartoons. He was given the stick from the Shi'ar Empire that is able to retract forward
And you know
and
what they
back.
could
And
have done?
I
Well,
thought they should have done that because that was a cooler stick. But
I think they should have did something with his eyes because
oh
Gambit
yeah,
has red eyes.
and that guy just looked terrible.
He did.
Purple jacket, purple. Come on.
Just because Gambit wore purple, like a bodysuit, you know, like
and like okay, something that was funny was Wolverine's jacket. It was like a reference to his old costume with the brown and orange, which was okay. That was cool. But I mean, we can honestly say that I think the yellow and the blue is the ultimate Wolverine costume.
I want that.
So they should have done that. Can they go back
to spandex?
Yeah, I mean, it worked for Spider-Man. Why not do it?
I know. I mean, God, they might look hotter.
But yeah, we're gonna have to stop this. But you guys watch another one of our reviews. We'll probably do a part 2 to this. So
because we can't get
because this is probably too long. But gosh, I mean, you if you're an X-Men fan or a movie fan, you're just gonna have to watch it and see for yourself. But if you're an X-Men fan, a Marvel fan, a comic book fan, you're just gonna be very not disappointed, but yeah, probably disappointed. Yeah. And so yeah.
All right.